My name is Jeremy Huffstock. I'm Biohacked Human Research Test Subject, and this is I made two of these little magnetic force fields that, But anyways, I wanted to show the first layer. When I first make it, I wrap it in plastic and melt the plastic, and I put Vaseline on this, and then I get another piece of plastic and wrap it in that and Vaseline it up. But before sticking it in. But if I'm not telling no one to do it, I'm just saying it works to slow down the information cloud and break up the communication and the artificial intelligence being streamed, frequency streams being streamed into me, and it helps a whole lot to slow it all down. But or the vast majority of the different information cloud frequencies, AI, synthetic thought, audio, video, talk, text, nervous system manipulation, frequency stream, and there's a multiple of each being streamed. But wrapping that up, and also you have to carry a little package with you, because whenever you got to use the restroom, it's just time to use the restroom. But you can either use the plastic. I will use the plastic and just make a bigger piece to pull to get the to separate that from the feces, and the Vaseline around the outer layer keeps it from like being encased or anything like that. And on the outer layer, I'll usually, like, instead of folding the tail over, I'll leave a little bit of a tail to be able to grab it easier. Or if I don't use the little surgical gloves, which you go through too many of them, but keeping that lighter. And then I got to put the little, either a pair of scissors or a razor blade in there to cut the outer layer off. But this layer usually never gets dirty. But I'm not happy with how strong the first one is. So I'm going to add some neodyme magnets to each end, or a bar magnet, to make it stronger, where the magnets are separated or spun backwards. Which, like I showed in the other video, I used the bolt to pull them together, put a nut on the end of it. Where that will come out more like that and make it harder for the info cloud to stream up. And also, for those y'all see me shifting my backpack, I got a stack of microwave magnets in there that I stack like that, where they stand on top of each other. And the back of my backpack has this Velcro stuff, so I can run it up my spinal cord and just shift it around. And I have all this on my Facebook page, on one of my Facebook pages, from whenever I first did the force field, and it's very detailed about all the differences that it made from the neurophone frequencies, nervous system manipulation frequencies, the audio, the microwave hearing frequency audio, also known as V2K, voice to God technology audio, and like 50 other names, but originally known as light communication, and then how it affects the brightness, the vividness of the AI, synthetic thought, videos, digital pictures, all that. And like I said, I'm not telling no one to do this. I'm just letting you know, this is what I did. This is what I do for myself. This is how my shielding techniques that I use. And after not using the little force field for a year, I can tell a huge difference in just a couple of days. And having to readjust to the information cloud streaming into me slower. Which is, like I said, it's probably going to take 2 weeks, maybe 3, before I can move on to the next part. But I have a bunch of Facebook pages. I haven't been on Facebook for over a year and a half, and I haven't let people know. I haven't asked no one for money. I'm a prophet. I get to be here, and that's the way I look at it. And the truth is free. And if anyone's contacted you, telling you we work together, they worked for me, any of that stuff, we know each other as part of this corporate-backed communist domestic terrorist sleeper cell, working with Israeli and Chinese nationals, scamming my 2+2 supporters. It's part of what happens when you speak up about vaccine injury. You get a group, they try to silence you. But I'm speaking up about the Havana syndrome form of vaccine injury and artificial intelligence being streamed on the population, and letting people know our children get their lives back. They ain't genetic defect, they ain't defect at all. They're Havana syndrome form vaccine injured, and when the information cloud gets shut off, they get their lives back. But if anyone's contacted you, asked you for money, told you some BS story about us, go to the police department, sheriff's department, FBI field office, and take those messages, because it can all be, I don't know these people, and it can all be proven. They're part of a group here that's trying to create violent events. Like I said, there's a handful of us that they've been running COINTELPRO on, and they're trying to start another mass shooting, in part, but also trying to silence me for speaking up about vaccine injury and intimidate the other people from speaking up about vaccine injury while robbing people.